think one of the things maybe that's jumped out defensively, just the one takeaway over the last 4 weeks. Those are the two guys that have been the best at it all year long. Pretty consistent too. Just what do you need from those two to maybe start generating those big plays again, those kind of takeaways? Because those two are guys that have proven they can do it all year.
Yeah, they usually come in bunches. I think last time we played Chicago, Kirby had a chance at 2 of them. So we just got to come down with them on Sunday. But the worst thing you could do is start chasing them and breaking structure, because that's how you give up big plays. So they just got to keep doing their job. Obviously, the disguise part of it, the guys up front getting rush, putting the offense in bad situations, that all leads into those. So we just got to keep doing our job, and hopefully they make a mistake and we can capitalize on it. You're good.
There's a puzzle in the secondary this week with Carlton out. It seems like you've got a lot of different options. AG was talking about him yesterday. How much do you, as a coach, do you enjoy kind of the mixing and matching, finding the matchups? Because it's probably easy to go in there every week with the same 5 guys and knowing you've got them, but a little bit more of a challenge, I would imagine.
Yeah, and again, I think it's a great opportunity. I don't view it as a puzzle. It's a great opportunity as a coach to see, some of the guys who haven't played as much step in and see what they can do. It's a great opportunity for some of these guys to get an increased role in our defense and see what they can do, because they've all been working. But I think one of the things we do a great job is we coach football. We just don't coach corners how to play corner. We just don't coach safeties how to play safety, or nickels how to play nickel. We coach football that way. When we get in situations like this, guys can be versatile because they understand the bigger picture of the defense and not just the specific job of one position.
To have your chess piece like Brian, though, where you can
absolutely.
How much easier does that make?
It's huge to have a guy like Branch, or a guy that's coming like Iffy, or a guy like Amik who's played inside and outside, a guy like Kendall Vildor who's taken reps at nickel, corner, and safety all year in practice. A guy, I could go on and on and on. E-Man, coming back, he's played outside, he's played inside. He's also taken reps at safety. So I think one of the things we do a really good job of is all those guys that are backup players, they rep at every position. So just in case we ever get into a situation like this.
The 2 halves, the first Chicago game, just what was different the second half? What allowed Caleb to maybe have a little bit more success that second half than he did the first half?
Yeah, I thought he played really well in the second half. Obviously, because of how the first half went, they got away from the run game a little bit, which we're anticipating them wanting to establish the run more on Sunday like they did against Minnesota. I think they ran the ball 30 times. But they had to get out of that because we got up a couple scores early on him. But he made some throws. He got out of the pocket and moved around a little bit and found some guys. We got to do a great job in plaster situations. And they made some plays. They ran some good routes at some good times. So we got to execute, and we got to make sure that we don't relax, obviously, in the second half if we get up.
What he's doing just from an interception standpoint, I think it's like 286 passes or something, like 8 games. How rare is that for a rookie in this league playing as many snaps as he is to kind of not have those kind of turnovers?
It's really rare, because usually most rookies are throwing the ball to the defense a bunch, but he's doing a good job, and obviously his athleticism helps him. So if he gets in trouble or he reads the coverage wrong, he can get out of a bad situation because of how athletic he is, and he can make the first guy miss, or he can hurt you running the ball. So his skill set gives him a second option where he might not have to force the ball into coverage or force the ball into a bad situation.
Something that feels like maybe not appreciated outside the building as much as inside was Carlton's impact in the run game. And a few corners throw themselves into it the way he does. You're going to have to replace that as well. How much of that is a point of emphasis in your room this week, just the all 11 to the ball?
Yeah, I think we preach that all the time, but just going back to CD, I thought he was having a hell of a year, probably a Pro Bowl type year at corner for us. And you just said it. The one thing that stands out to him is how physical he was in run support, not just how good he was or how sticky he was in coverage. So that's going to be missed, but obviously, we got some guys that are ready to step up, and I'm excited about seeing how those guys play.
Whatever he does come back, what can Iffy bring to the table for the defense?
Yeah, totally different skill set than what we have. So the ability to play in the box, Obviously, the ability to play man coverage on tight ends, also the ability to align in the deep part of the field, and then probably one of the best things he does is blitz. So, different skill set. Obviously, when he's ready to go, we'll have that conversation as a staff, and AG, like he always does, will build him into the plan and putting him in position to make plays.
We see build or grow from this time last year.
I think he's really improved in press man coverage. I also think he's really improved in some of the zone coverage stuff, where you could see him going through his progression, whether it's a 2-to-1 read and then being able to trade, like, if I'm reading 2 and whatever happens with 2, now I can trigger back into man coverage or 1, or I have to keep zone integrity, zone eyes. I just feel like he's taken a big jump there. He seems like he's a step faster than when I watched the tape last year of him.
Hey, yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose when I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we running it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision that pay me, it's never the sway me. Indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity. Your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity.
Yeah. Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lion Villain Report. I am your host, Russell Wayne, in the house, doing that thing.
Hey, yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss.
I'm down in my bottom studio. Down here, you got the Christmas trees over there trying to get into the Christmas spirit. But welcome one, welcome all to the Lion Villain Report. This is the Saturday edition right here. It's Saturday morning live. We got the Bears game happening tomorrow, 1 p.m. in Soldier Field. We got some of the people. Gotta say hi to some of my people before we get started right here over at the Lion Villain Report Facebook page. Right there. We're broadcasting live. We're broadcasting live into the Lions Villain Squad Facebook page, where we have over 60,000, over 61,000 now. And Leon Phelps is here, and he's just here to say thank you for acknowledging the villains and all my lady friends that like the Detroit Lions, because now I get to have some fun, especially after they win the game, because that gets them so excited. Yeah. So, yeah. We are also broadcasting live into the Villain Squad YouTube page right there. Hit that subscribe button. Come on. Hit that subscribe button. Welcome one. Welcome all. We are the UDFA of sports podcasting. Yeah, the Villain Report and the Main Event Football Show. We're here 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. with your boy Russell Wayne, and on Monday with Main Event Mike, doing the Main Event Football Show at 7 p.m. in the evening. This show right here is brought to you by NFL Shop. Look at that. Right there. You can hit that Detroit Lions swag button right there. Hit that swag button. LOL. Yeah. You like those guitars back there? Yeah. All right. If you want to partner with the villain, you own a business and you're in Michigan, and you want to partner with the villain, we got over 100,000 people on our network. 5,000 people are going to watch this. for tomorrow. You want to partner with us? Get a hold of Main Event Mike at 810-620-2167. That's 810-620-2167. And find out how you could be guilty by association. It's the Lions Villain Report, and it's one of my favorite shows. You should watch it at 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday. It's the Lions, the king of the jungle. Got a huge mane. It's way out here. Yeah. Could be good for you. It's a good show. Oh, hell yeah. If you like the Detroit Lions, give me a hell yeah. Faith, family, and then football. I know that we got some troll skis out there. We got some troll people, but we make sure we keep it all in perspective. We use football to have some fun. We use some football to create some memories. We don't let football use us. Got a big game tomorrow. Let's look at that. Oh, man. Good morning to you, Davey. Good morning to the central scrutinizer. Right there's the Villain Squad YouTube page. I wish I could turn that stars button off. I don't know anything like that, but good morning to the Lions family from Paul Jones up in the house. Who is Jim O'Neill? Well, you wouldn't know. You're a Bear fan. Stay in your own lane, broski. Remember, I'm trying to serve Lion fans here. He's one of our defensive assistants. What up, though? What's up? Jeremy B in the house. Leo in the house. Derek's in the house. I love this right here. Leo asks, did anyone see the picture of offensive plays that was used by Buffalo? And Derek responds, we scored 42 points. So does it matter? Yeah. You got to stop somebody. All right. Good morning. Good morning, John. Good morning. Let's get back on track. I'm now getting what you meant there now, broski. Once is enough. Yeah. I was trying to get my screen back on and I accidentally started the intro again. You see? We want to have nice things here. We're not the best. That's why we're the undrafted free agent of sports podcasting, broski. We're not good at this yet. We're the UDFA. We're the Tom Kennedy. You guys have a Tom Kennedy on your team. Who's the big badass undrafted free agent that made it onto the Chicago Bears? Who's that guy to you? But that's us in podcasting. We're going to get good at this, broski. I'm going to keep working at it until I don't suck. At least I'm on a podcast and I know I suck at it. That's all right, though. We still have fun. We still have fun while learning. And we get some good conversations in here. Good morning. Want that Detroit Lions swag? I mean, that's all I got, right? That's probably not the best way to put it up. This is the best way to put it up. Like that. That way you can hit the code right on it as I'm going through these comments. Russ, what's up with the guitars? Were you in a band? Well, broski, I got to give you a hard time because I'm a musician for 20 years. I did this. So the story behind me, and you would know this if you didn't ghost us every time your team would go on a losing streak. But no, I toured in a band called Crop Circle for 20 years. It's probably more than 20 years. Gosh, in the 90s. We were a 90s band. And I'm in a Tool tribute band called Toolology. And one of my, and I do want to say something. I want to put a prayer out to the Arnold family. Jason Arnold was one of my drummers in Toolology, and he passed away. And today is going to be his funeral, and I just want to put my thoughts and my prayers out to the Arnold family that's going through a hard time right now. And speaking of musicians, and may the Lord cover that family and the children, and cover them in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you for bringing that up. But yeah, the guitars. Yeah, I play guitar for 25 years. I have an autistic son too, Broski. And I used to be able to tour a lot more. And that's why I am working hard here. This is a career that I can do from home and be able to take care of my autistic child. And who is awesome, by the way. It's an awesome responsibility to have because he's awesome. My wife is awesome because she allows me to do this podcast, and there's an opportunity in here to make a career at it. And that's what we're trying to do here, broski. We're trying to make a career in the podcasting business because I can't tour anymore. That's the story. I don't make excuses. I make solutions. Lions are going to win this game on the fact that they don't lose 2 in a row. That's a great point. You like that? I'm missing my drops today. They zero blitzed on rundown, nowhere to run. Yeah. Looking back through that tape, Jeremy, they did. I'm not saying that they got lucky, but they took some chances that worked. Let's put it that way. And if teams want to play like that, I got a feeling that Ben Johnson is going to have answers for zero blitzes on rundowns. So, nowhere to run. Yes, my feeding is tomorrow. Grilled lion on the menu. Thanks for acknowledging that. Acknowledge me. Monty is coming back. Yes. Second opinion, third opinion. He just wanted to find the opinion that gave him a path back. I mean, you can go and have surgery on those things, and or you can take the time and go for the rehab. And they're choosing to do the rehab, which gives him a small chance to come back. 5-6 weeks, I guess he could be back division round, NFC championship type of round. So the Lions got to get him there first. And they got to get past this tough Bears team. I'm trying to get in here. Crop Circle, that's amazing. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you for that. Prayers to the Arnold family. I'm having a hard time with it too, because it's like, you know, I don't know if you guys could help me out with this. I need some real help with that. But you know, what do you do when the last conversation and the last interaction you had with somebody wasn't a positive one, and then something like this happens? You know, I mean, it's a lesson. To me, it's hit me in waves today. It's like there ain't nothing. There is nothing that is worth holding a grudge over. There is nothing that's worth not, you know, just getting over it and in moving through and curing some things with like just a conversation, you know. You know, go and have call those people you haven't talked to in a long time. Don't let things, and even if it's not even a bad thing, you know, awful things. I don't think it's an awful thing, but you don't want your last interactions with people to be negative. And sometimes you can let that thing go too far. And the thing is like, you can't, I can say it out loud now to the spirit, but I can't say it to his face. I love you, Jason. I love your talent. And I wish I would have talked to you one more time. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get into some football here. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna have to put something up right here. Yeah, this is the Lion Villain Report with your host Russell Wayne, and it's not always easy to do these things, but we got to keep moving through. Well, there you go. And this is that. Love the fact that the Lions practiced outside all week today, all week this week. A lot like they used a sprinkler system to prepare for the rain in Green Bay, not the SOL season. Yes, I am. I will be there to give my condolences to the family. And yeah, I'll tell you what, let's just talk about the good things. But Jason is one of the most phenomenal drummers you're ever going to see. He made it look effortlessly. The music that we were playing was the music of Tool. Dana Carey, one of the best drummers in the world, and he would drum that Tool music like it was like playing Mary Had a Little Lamb. He'd do it he'd spin his sticks, throw them up in the air, catch them behind his back. I mean, crazy. And very, very good showman. I'm gonna have to post something. With him. I don't know. I think I got an old video somewhere of him playing Eulogy by Tool that was phenomenal, and I think I'm gonna have to put that up sooner than later. For sure. But thank you for asking about that. And hate no one, not even your enemies. Don't let pride and ego get in the way. Don't get angry. Anger, ego is the devil messing with you. And also, don't let things hang. Don't let things hover over you, because this isn't like this is not an enemy thing for me. And I know that you're not talking about that, but this isn't an enemy thing for me. This is just something where you had a bad mojo moment way years ago. Done. Finished, had text conversations, had things, but never had that like, hey, bro, you know, let's hug that out. I didn't get to hug that out moment with it. Got over the moment, but there's just something missing in that. And I think there's a lesson inside of this for me personally. I love this call right here. Autism is not a disorder. It's a unique function of humanity. And ain't that the truth? There's nothing to cure here. I love that call. And thank you for saying that. Adam's up in the house, says that we're going to win by 1 or more per Dan Campbell. Oh, man. Tool time signature is definitely a mathematical equation. Yeah, here's the thing about Tool is you can't fake it. You can't come in and just play Tool. It's you have to study that mathematical equation and make it make sense. And then it makes sense. And I love music like that. Prayers for the families and the friend. Yes. There you go, Danny. Yeah, I will. I have a Toolology page too. I'll probably originate the post from there because that's probably where it originally came from. And yeah, right. Yep. I know it's more of an ego in this case when your ego gets in the way, when you get angry, others are controlling you. That is so true. That is so true. Tool's got a song called The Grudge, and the lyrics in it are amazing. That talks about this. This is where your grudge like a crown with negativity, calculate what we will or will not tolerate, desperate to control all and everything, unable to forgive the Scarlet Letterman. I mean, you want them to go around and carry this grudge that you have forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, right? You know, everybody makes mistakes, and then, that's the idea of forgiveness, is because those who have not sinned should cast the first stone, and nobody can cast the stone because everybody's sinned. I mean, it's that circular thing, but it all starts with us. It all starts with us. We're the ones that have to make that decision to do it first. And that way they can see the example, and then they want to do it too. So, Broski says, how much of a disappointment was Tool's last album? I'm not a big fan of it. And I think that's what my Toolology band. By the way, my Toolology band is playing at Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan on January 10th. So hit me up in the DM people can hit me up. Anybody that watches this show that wants to come to the show, I'll see what I can't do. I might be able to comp some tickets for the listeners on here. But anyway, we don't do anything from Fear Inoculum. For one thing, if you go out to a Tool concert and you spend $500 to get there, and you go to the Tool concert, you're going to hear the whole Fear Inoculum album. So we pride ourselves on doing some of the older stuff. We do a lot of stuff from Anima. We do 10,000 Days. We do some stuff from, the old school, Undertow album, Schism, Lateralis, that type of stuff. Good stuff, though. Oh, man. Forgiving and forgetting. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys have been really cool today in support, because I know that I'm not on my game 100% today. But I do believe in honoring commitments. It's something no matter what, you make promises. There's no days off for parents. So, in going to support, that's where we're at. So, but the Lions playing some Chicago Bears tomorrow, and Broski, do you think that the Bears are going to win? I mean, is that your stance now? Is you're believing that the Bears are going to come in and upset the Lions tomorrow? Or not come in, I should say. We're going to go there. And you think they're going to upset the Lions tomorrow? I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible. Because it seems like no matter what, you got these records. And the last couple of years, the Lions have had everything they could handle from the Bears, no matter what the records are. Caleb almost came back in that game. I should say almost. But it seems like he does some goofy stuff, and the moment does get too big for Caleb, as of right now. But you never know. He's got all these abilities, right? He does. He looks like a Madden game. I saw a post said that Caleb Williams looks like he plays like a 5-year-old kid is playing Madden for the first time. He doesn't know how to use all of his buttons. I thought I saw Elise in here. Good morning, Elise. And Saturday Villains, and I owe you a phone call or a FaceTime call. And I think that I'm going to take advantage of that. And Adam, did you hear Aaron Glenn's "Sky Is Not Falling" press conference? Yeah, we played some of that yesterday, at the beginning of yesterday's. I love it. It's like the coaches, and that's why I love playing the coaches and the coordinators, because those guys know more than all of us talking heads. And I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I'm some kind of sports expert. I watch the game a lot. You know, I would call myself a fanatic as far as fans are concerned. If you just compared me to other fans, yeah, maybe I know a little bit more. Make good picks. I know how to make educated decisions on picking games and stuff like that. But the coaches, holy crap. These guys are insane knowledge. So I think that it's smart that if I'm going to have a show here, that I would lead with that type of stuff. But I'm going to keep that. I think I'm going to keep that theme too. I think it's important that we hear from Dan Campbell on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays we're going to, I should say on Fridays, we'll be going through and reacting to the coordinators. And maybe Broski's right about this. Maybe who the hell is Jim O'Neill? Hey, they released some content that had Jim O'Neill in there. You know, so I'm like, okay, this guy. No, I know who Jim O'Neill is, but a lot of these guys are being, it's almost like they have a coaching tree getting better system. It isn't just for getting players better. They had a coaching tree method where it's going to be next man up with the coaching too. I don't know if you feel that. Give me a Y for yes, N for no if you're feeling that. But with the Lions, you know, you're going to lose Ben Johnson. Eventually. It may not be this year, but it's not, I mean, I don't think that he's going to sign some long deal here. I wouldn't be surprised if he does stay in Detroit for a year or two more. Aaron Glenn's going to be gone. And I think that the Lions are going to just promote the guys that are on their team. You know, Kelvin Shepherd. I mean, they even had an article, you know, last week that was even talking about how he's being groomed for the defensive coordinator position. They have a certain brand of football that they want to play in Detroit, and Dan Campbell is getting Aaron Glenn to teach people how to teach it. And you can see it. You know, once they got Anthony Lynn out of there, they promoted Ben Johnson from within. I think he was a tight ends coach or something. Where did Ben Johnson come from? They're developing these guys. They're developing all of them. So, Kelvin Shepherd, that guy, Jeremy, help me out. Tanner and Scotty Montgomery. What's Tanner's last name? Help me out there. Those would be the offensive coordinator guys to step up. They've been learning how they want to deploy Ben Johnson's system. And I would say that it was going to falter without Ben Johnson, but I don't know. They've built it in here. Jared Goff wrote the offense with him, so I think that it's just going to be an extension from that. They're going to take things from Ben Johnson's offense and move it to whoever the new guy is going to be. To me, I like Scotty Montgomery. I love listening to him speak. I mean, for a position coach, I don't know if there are other teams that have a deep coaching staff like the Lions do, but I know that in all of the years that I've loved the Lions, I've never gotten into, sometimes not even the coordinators. Like, I don't care what the coordinators have to say. I want to hear from the head coach. But I look forward to listening to what Aaron Glenn has to say and what Ben Johnson has to say and what Coach Campbell has to say and what Scotty Montgomery has to say. Maybe that's just me. Are you guys into that type? I mean, the coordinators, do you learn from the coordinator? Broski, when you're watching the Chicago Bears stuff, are you into the coordinators and listening to them speak? The passing game coordinator? Yes, thank you. Right there it is. Tanner Engstrom. Now, Jeremy believes that this guy is the guy that is going to be groomed and that it would be a slam dunk. And maybe I'm just got my hopium out, Jeremy. But I really like Scotty Montgomery. I think he's every time he speaks, I feel motivated on how they're getting that running back room better. And I've listened to Tanner speak too, and very honestly, he's kind of like a Ben Johnson clone. I mean, if you listen to him speak, you might, if you turned your head and you didn't look at him, you might think that they were the same person. Jay Smooth up in the house. Thank you for answering that. I say Y for yes and for no. That stuff works because that's just the one thing type. Thank you to Micro Mike. I love his style when he does that. He keeps people engaged. Scotty is super smart. He would be a beast at coordinator. He's going to be a coordinator. See, these are the type of people that I think are going to get, nabbed off of our squad. But I believe that we're going to promote from within because there's a compensatory draft pick in it, especially when you promote African-American coaches. And I believe they're going to use that all the way, baby. Why not? If Aaron Glenn goes and becomes a head coach, the Lions get a compensatory draft pick. Scotty Montgomery moves up to a coordinator or a head coach, the Lions are going to get a compensatory draft pick. Kelvin Shepard would step right in if AG leaves. No switching defensive scheme. Not at all. That's why I love this team. It goes so much deeper than just players. Oh, this player. Oh, how good is this player? Oh, no, we lost that player. We have schemes here. You ever wonder why when Bill Belichick would have year after year after year? It's because the next man up is ready. That's how you can let a guy walk. Oh, Bill Belichick did it again. No, they just develop their players. The Pittsburgh Steelers do it too. You're witnessing the Green Bay Packers do it. It's why the Minnesota Vikings are good right now. I used to give Minnesota Vikings a hard time, but I don't follow Minnesota like I follow the Lions. So I don't know about their next men up. But Brian Flores turned that whole deal around. You take a whole bunch of players where you weren't spending no money, you get a lot out of a little. That is a fantastic answer, broski. Wait, the Bears have coordinators? So this is an anomaly when I look at the Lions and their embarrassment of riches and the coaching staff. It's cool. I love listening to these people. I don't know if you guys listen to motivational speakers or people that fire you up. I love listening to Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's so motivating as a football coach that he motivates me in my life to do better. Nothing's given. There is nothing that's worth having that you wouldn't want to work with, that like you shouldn't work for. Like the stuff that you get free, okay. But the stuff that you work for, blood, sweat, and tears, that's the goods. That's kind of why I don't get the doom and gloom thoughts. Because the worst case scenario for Lion fan is that we're sitting on 12 wins, which is the most wins in franchise history, with 3 games left. So this regime's young. We got everything that we need, not just for this year, but through 2026. And in 2026, there's a whole bunch of equity there with the players that we've already extended to reset it and do it again. There's a which what did all that mean, Russ? Blah 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 blah. Basically, everything I just said just means that we have a fluid salary cap. That means that what we're doing is sustainable. They're not overspending on the big price free agents, which Brad Holmes should come out and just say you're welcome. You know, like during the off season, you pick these guys. Oh, you gotta go and spend all this money. No, you just need to develop your players. Man, they got 21 guys out on injured reserve. Yeah, and they're still winning football games because it's more than just your first wave of guys. Your second string has to be able to play. Your third string has to be able to play. And the coaching staff is good enough to bring in guys off the street, have them ready in 4 games, and still beat a division rival in the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, they didn't get it done last week. Josh Allen, the league's MVP, put a 48 burger up on you. Needless to say, it caught up with you in that game. But the sky ain't falling. Like an older Lions team, let's say it was like 2017, right? You would love to be in the injury situation because there's a bunch of guys that are getting opportunities now that older regimes, you would be going, yeah, man, but we're going to get to see Levi Onwuzurike, right? We're going to get to see next man up. We're going to get to see what, Jamal Adams is going to do now. Let's see what Ifeatu Melifonwu can do now. I mean, these young players, the next man up, Sione Vaki, we drafted him in the 4th round. Most people have already debuted all of their rookies, try to see. Our team was deep enough that we didn't have to go there. So worst case scenario is we got our injuries here. No Monty. Well, Sione Baki gets a chance now. That's what our coaches are saying. I don't know. It's just coach speak. Well, it seems to be working. They're 12-2, and they keep on coming out and saying, "Hey, don't worry about this. Next man up. We like the guys that we have behind our guys." Jeremy says, "The Legion of whom? The Legion of whom?" I mean, I don't know what the Lions are going to do for the rest of the season. I mean, I don't know how many Lion fans are like me right now, but it's like I can ride this. I like being in contention every year. Only one team wins it. You know, I want to be that team that wins it. But for years and years and years, we weren't even in the tournament to even have a chance to lose. Like, I think that Lion fan, if you're like me, I'm just now getting used to having bonus football every year. We're used to our season being over in 3 weeks, right, Broski? I mean, the season's over. Broski's got his best $25 million wide receiver out there telling everybody that he's ready for a vacation because he's sick of getting his ass kicked. And I wouldn't even say they've gotten their ass kicked. But in a game where it's this much in between winning and losing, you know, losing on a last-second Hail Mary can derail your season, and you're watching it happen and play out in real life with the Bears. I don't think the Bears are going to do well against the Lions. I think that the Lions are going to meep, dump truck, jumping on them, spreading on them. I think the Lions are going to put the whooping on them in Soldier Field. The Lions are mad and motivated. I mean, you lost your chance to get right. You don't have enough players that are on the same page, broski. There's no way. This is going to be a nightmare. But you can talk all the smack that you want, and I'll tell you what, if you win the game, I'll be on here, and I'll be the first person to congratulate you. But you ain't winning. You ain't winning. Lions defense just gave up 48 points, and that leaves that moldy bread taste in your mouth. And the Lions do well when they have that moldy bread taste in their mouth. They haven't lost back-to-back games since 2022, and you ain't it, Caleb. You ain't going to get it. You ain't going to win. Not with your team giving up. You're going to watch it in their posture, and there's going to be a couple of plays. But if you do win the game, broski, it's going to be because your team plays a full game. You're going to have to play the full game. You're going to have to keep your energy up the entire game to beat this Lions team. Stop, Bears. Stop, Bears. Stop, Bears. Man, you guys, I love it. I love it. I don't even have to, like, go after broski. Jeremy's in there sicking him like a pit bull. Get him, Jeremy. Get over there. Attack that tree. Bite it. Go get it. It's the Lion Villain Report. Thank you guys. for popping on here today. Let's see if I get these. Oh, good Lord, Ross. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. It's the Lion Villain Report, brought to you by NFL Shop. You can use that link right there. Get yourself 25% off of that swag, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. The Villain Report live Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. You want to partner with the Villain? If you own a business and you live in Michigan and you want to partner with our giant network of Lions fans, get a hold of Main Event Mike, 810-620-2167. That's 810-620-2167. Find out how you can be guilty by association. The Facebook page. Got a Facebook page right there. Thank you to the Lion Villain Squad Facebook page for allowing the Villain Report to be here. Thank you to the over 60,000 people on that page. Thank you to the Huddle Sports Network. That's Bill the Packer fan. That's Mike the Bear fan. They have like 30 podcasts on there, including Smoking Jeremy B's podcast. And I dig it. We're on YouTube. We've been building that thing up. We just got over 800 subscribers. This is like a slow roll on there. But I'd appreciate it if you guys jump over there and hit that subscribe button. Maybe I'll have to make one of those QR codes supporting the team. Can you support the team? So, but thank you everybody for popping on here today, man, and listening to me run my mouth and being in support of what we're doing here. Lions versus the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field tomorrow at 1 p.m. Hoping to get out there. So I'm going to take off, and I'm going to get ready for this game, and then I'll see you guys again on Monday. Right there. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. Hopefully with a Lions win.
Hey yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose what I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we winning it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision and pay me, it's never the sway me. Indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity.